Hello, and welcome to today's lecture about the Song of the Spheres. First, an update as to the status of the song. We anticipate that the company that is producing it for us will ship them out on Tuesday, so in 2 days. And then they will be shipped directly to Hawaii, to the Seed of Eternal Light, where they will be initialized. From there, they will be shipped to Denver, where our office is located in Colorado. And from there, we will ship them out to all of you. So that means that we will probably receive them in Colorado a week from tomorrow, that's a week from Monday, or Tuesday. So the first couple of days, not of this week, tomorrow and the next day, but a week from then. And that means that at the end of that week is when you should anticipate beginning the possibility of receiving your song and medallion. So not this coming week, but the following week. That's the best time frame that we have right now. And I will keep you updated through this week. So once we know exactly where the shipment is, once it is received in Hawaii, then I will give you an update on that, because we will know more clearly and more certainly what the time frame is. As we are preparing for the arrival of the song and the medallion, Lantos has given us instructions on how to use them. I'm going to give you those instructions right now, not because you've got the song to be able to use these instructions on, but rather to introduce the instructions so that when you do receive the song, you already know how to use it. These are just very basic instructions that Lantos gave for us to be able to start using the song as soon as we receive it. And then, of course, throughout this year, we will receive a lot of instruction on the song and the medallion. But first, here are his instructions. Spinning the way generates the initial rotations of creation. 3 spins ignite the prime elemental energies of the process of creation, supported by the energies of the great cosmic spheres. The seed, which is formed within the way, ignites. This seed ignites automatically upon the first initiated spin. Ignite refers to the vast energies which are created within the individual and the environment. And these energies release the great cosmic forces of that realm of creation within the individual. Light, knowledge, harmonics, which form creation. As one initiates spin, one offers the phrase of the seed. The phrase is offered within the heart of the initiate. The initiate is one who initiates spin, the process of creation, the initial rotations of creation. The phrase is offered as the spin is initiated. As one releases the hand, one releases the phrase. One lets go, and the spin results. The hand releases the spin. The heart releases the phrase. One small action produces spin. One small phrase produces the dynamics of creating. The left hand supports the tool. The right hand initiates the spin. The spin is generated clockwise. As the spin subsides, the phrase is again introduced. The spin is again initiated. Again, the hand releases. The heart releases. The realm ignites. Creation emerges within the individual, within the connected elements of sky, land, and water. Again, the activity subsides. We offer again the precious seed. We offer the phrase within the heart. The heart swells in these waves of offering. The spin is initiated. The offering is released. Release and purify, illumine and create. Through the process of initiating 3 rotations, energy is generated, and light is promoted within layers of the individual, from the finest layers to the most physical. This is creating. The individual is released from residues. The environment is released from the remains of action in that location. Residue is remains. Release and purify. Illumine and create. This is the way. 3 times we initiate spin. 3 times we offer the seed. Thrice spin, thrice seed. With this introduction, we begin. Yes, very good, beautiful, very good. The arrival of the supreme tool. We offer our deepest gratitude. Many blessings. Okay, let's make sure that everyone understands the basic elements of the song and the medallion. The center part is called the way. It involves 2 spinning elements, the inner and outer part of the way, all within the central aspect of the song and the medallion. So when Lantos talks about spinning, this is what he is talking about. You will actually hold the song or the medallion in your left hand, and then with your right hand you will spin that inner part, which is called the way. And you will spin it in a clockwise fashion. Now, clockwise means different things, whether you're looking at it from the top or up from the bottom. Cindy asked Lantos about that, and he specifically said, yes, it would be from the top. So that means as you are looking at it, on the front side, it will spin from right to left. On the back side, it will spin from left to right because it goes in one direction. But if you're looking at it from above, that is the viewpoint, the vantage point, where you will be looking at it to ascertain the clockwise motion. So you spin it in the clockwise motion, and this is what Lantos refers to as spinning the way. Now, Cindy asked Lantos some questions, and here are the answers. She said, is it correct that we hold or support the song or the medallion with our left hand and that we spin the way with our right hand in the clockwise direction? And then she showed him how she would do that, and he said yes. Then Cindy asked, when we have instructions to use wheels in our hands while performing certain seeds, like the rocket booster technique for the mission seed, those of you who have attended the teacher training course know about this, do we still then hold the wheels of Genesis in our hands while we hold the song or medallion and while we spin? So if we have an instruction to physically hold a wheel in our hands, and this is at least one of the techniques tells us to do this, should we still do that when we are holding the song or the medallion? Lantos said, we will not require the wheels with our beloved song. For our beloved medallion, we will position our wheels near to us, on the left side and on the right side, or we may wear our precious wheels. With our supreme tools, we may hold in our left hand our precious biotranslator, or we may hold our beloved pendant of eternal light. We may also wear our pendant of eternal light or our precious tools, our biotrinity of the personal path, or any tools, as we perform our creating with our supreme tool. So let me just pause there and make sure that that part is clear to you. So he said that in our left hand, along with holding the supreme tools, either the song or the medallion, then you can also hold the biotranslator or the pendant of eternal light. If you want to wear a tool while you do this, you can wear the pendant of eternal light, or you can wear any of the tools that would be possible for you to wear. You know, wheels, biotrinities, a shield, a Genesis pendant, anything at all, you can wear that while you perform creating with the supreme tools. Lantos continued, we will keep our right hand free from any object as we spin the way. In this spin, we create the dynamics for release. Release of energy, release of light, release of knowledge. These values are received by the one who initiates the spin, the initiate. This is an action. It is the action of creating, which is accomplished through the process of initial rotations in the presence of the Realm Lord and the cosmic spheres, and with the direction set through the phrase of the precious seed. Release of the intent sets the direction. Release of the spin sets the motion of initial rotations. The spin is the action. The offering of the phrase which sets the intent is the action. The results of action return to the source of action. The hand which initiates this process must be free to release. This hand does not hold on to something. Do you see? After one sets the intent through the phrase of the seed, one lets it go on its way, just as one releases one's hand from the spin of the way. The spin proceeds. This we see. The intent proceeds on an unseen path. Together, the way is fulfilled. Together, creating is achieved. And he paused for a long time, and Cindy said, thank you, and Lantos said, very good, many blessings. So our instructions, and this will be included in the shipment of the song and the medallion, so you don't need to worry about having to write this down right now. Our instructions, you hold or support the song or the medallion in your left hand. You introduce the seed phrase within your heart. So let's go with seed number 8. That's the World Mother. Song of the Deep. You would introduce Song of the Deep within your heart. Then you will spin clockwise the central 2 elements, the way, with your right hand. Lantos said to release the phrase as you release the spin. So what does that mean? It means that you don't still focus on that seed phrase, Song of the Deep. Instead, let's walk through it together. And we do this 3 times. So you repeat this process 3 times. So you will hold let's take a look at the medallion because we show the song all the time. So let's take a look at our medallion, which has the seed inside the way, the 3 spin keys for seed number 8. So what we will do is we will hold it in our left hand, and with the right hand, we would make sure to be able to spin the way in a clockwise direction, which on the front side of it, facing you, is from right to left. It's clockwise if you look from the top of it downward. So we will use the right hand to spin the way in a clockwise manner. We start by introducing the seed phrase within our heart, Song of the Deep. Then we spin the way. We let the spin go. We release the phrase. We reintroduce the phrase, Song of the Deep. We spin it again. We release the seed phrase. We release the spin. Then we introduce the seed phrase again, Song of the Deep. And we introduce the spin again. We release both at the end of that. You don't have to do this rapidly. You can do it slowly, but the process is simple. You introduce the seed phrase, Song of the Deep, within your heart. Then you will spin the way. And then you will release your finger, because obviously the finger on your right hand simply spins it very quickly, and it's only touching it for a brief period of time, just a second or less. but as soon as you do that, you let go of the phrase within your heart, Song of the Deep. Now remember, with creating, we would start with the first step, which is purification of the desire. Here we don't need to do that because these are just the seed phrases. Then we move to the second step, which is visualization of the blue, pink, and yellow of the Wheel of Hope. So we will start with that process, the visualization, until we feel the warmth within the heart. And then we go ahead and hold the song or the medallion in the left hand. We have the right hand ready to spin the way. And we introduce within the heart, within the warmth within the heart, the seed phrase, Song of the Deep. Then we spin the way with the right hand. We let go of the desire, the seed phrase. We release that, and then we of course still release the spinning of the song or the medallion. And this is the process that we will do 3 times for each seed that we go ahead and enliven. So that is the instruction for how to use the song and the medallion. We'll probably have more instructions for you over the next couple of weeks. If so, I will certainly get them to you. These instructions will be provided for you along with the song and the medallion so that you can refer to them as soon as you receive the song and the medallion. So again, what we're hoping for is 2 weeks from now, you should be starting to receive. You should start to receive the song and the medallion. It's an exciting time for all of us, everyone. This is going to be a great year, the year of the song. Everyone, have a great week.